books, that really influenced your thinking in this professional journey, even growing up? Like, what were some of your favorite books or films that you would recommend for anyone, just watching this to just get a better understanding of what Shreya is like, or something that changed your life in a way?
Um, so I'll start with something that's fairly recent, which is sort of what pivoted my thinking, at least from a career standpoint. Is there's this a person called Richard Susskind, and he works and he tracks the evolution of law. And I think in 2008 or 10, which is 12 years back, right? He wrote this book called Tomorrow's Lawyers, which if even current lawyers who don't want to sort of pivot really should read. It's talking about where the entire profession is going, and it's completely data packed, and he makes some predictions which have already come true,
Hmm.
right, in that sense, because they are data backed in that sense. So that is one person you should definitely check out, if anybody is interested in this space. Apart from that, in just in terms of books, something that I read, um, something that I discovered recently, because I was trying to just be a better decision maker in that sense. So I started looking at decision making, and I started going to Reddit threads, etc., etc. And there is this person called Shane Parrish. He runs Fernham Street, which is a blog.
This is the
Yeah,
Knowledge Project guy, and he has a really good podcast,
yeah.
right? Yeah, I really like his work. Yeah.
Hmm. So his entire blog is about decision making, and it comes from this entire point where he went to he was also going through this entire crisis, right? He's like, I don't know how I make decisions. Like, how do I make decisions? And he goes and does MP and realizes it's just another, facade in that sense. Like, practically what happens at universities, we all know. So then he started just spending more time to understand how great thinkers are making decisions and what was influencing them, and just generally how decisions are made. And he has this two-part series. It's called the Great Mental Models.
Mhm.
The first one are just fundamentals, right? So he's just talking about things like the map is not the territory, or you knowing your circle of competence, or having the Socratic method of thinking and asking whys, right? Like, why are you doing this? And the 5 why method. And I'm not going to go into detail because otherwise this conversation is going to go on forever. But that's a book that I think everybody should sort of read and go slow. I would recommend, and try implementing, one thing at a time, try to change, because he does like a to do also, and he has the fundamental basic also sort of written out. So that's definitely one thing. Another thing that you can check out if you're not a book person is on his blog. He has this entire long form with a lot of links, called How to Just Be a Better Decision Maker or something like that. That's something that people can check out if they're interested in that. Um, and yeah, I think those have fairly been the kind of things that I've been reading a lot more about. And just rationality also. So there are these blogs called there's this blog called Less Wrong, which is about the entire rationalism side of things. And actually got into this entire setup because somebody recommended Slate's Star Codex to me, and I started reading that. And from there, I sort of, like, I think one hoop to the other, and now I'm here. But rationalism may be too strong for a lot of people. But just in terms of mental models, I think this book is a great start.
Nice. Yeah. And what I am going to do is I'm going to link these books and these websites in the show notes. So for anyone listening, you can actually pick up some of these resources in the show notes.